Hello, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a short one just because I got a haul that just came in. This is going to be a horror haul. So we've got a couple of Hibari comics, some lemon stuff, picture book, and also this really cool small art book. So it's been a while since I've done a specific haul that is dedicated to horror stuff, especially with the Hibari and lemon things, but I saw a couple of new things come through and I was like, okay, I really do want to expand my older horror collection, because right now it is more populated with only a couple of mangaka like Tanima Yumeji and Kandamori. So a lot of these are going to be new mangaka that I've never had a book for, so very excited for that. The first thing that I want to go through, because we'll just go into it, is I made a mistake. So this one here, along with this, so these two are both manga from Nakano Yumi, which I actually have shown before. So this was the Cursed Doll by Nakano Yumi that I showed off on the channel quite a while ago, read quite a while ago too. And this was my first book by Nakano. And when I saw these two books pop up, number one, the covers are really cool. I love the blue for the both of these. So I'll go through these later, but I thought, okay, some more Nakano Yumi stuff. I haven't really seen anyone talk about Nakano Yumi. They're on the lesser known side of the mangaka who did horror stuff. So when I saw these two pop up, I had never seen them before. So I picked them up. But I didn't realize, well, I should have realized. But so this one here is called The Cursed Doll. This one is called The Cursed Doll That Calls for Death. So I did read it. Like, I read the title and thought, okay, wait, it's either Nakano Yumi has an obsession with cursed dolls, like that's her motif, or it's a related story. So I got pretty excited, and they look pretty different, so I was like, okay, it'd be cool either way. So I picked it up, but I realized when I opened it today, they're exactly the same story. So this one actually came first in 1982, and then this one, I believe, yeah, 1987. So this is a reprint. I'm not sure if there are any page differences or any edits to it, but at a first glance, they look like they are exactly the same story. And the story itself is about a girl who picks up this cursed doll, comes to life, tries to take over, that sort of thing. But I'm kind of sad that I didn't really look into this further, but either way, not too bad because the cover is really cool. So Nakano Yumi, I have a double now for both of them. And yeah, this is what the spine looks like. I do honestly prefer this cover more, although this illustration is very nice. But the spines, I like this black background a little bit more. But yeah, that was the first pickup that I had, a duplicate, but at least they're not exactly the same. So the next one we'll go through is this one here. This is also by Nakano Yumi. This one translates to something like no, wrong one. I wrote it down somewhere. Chrysanthemum's Grudge, a Bitter Woman. It's weird. And then the subtitle says Cursed Bride. So a lot of curses. You can see the bride here. Here's the back of it. And I should have showed off here the inside. Yeah, nothing too much. Okay, and then for this one, I think, yeah. So this one, I don't know what it's about, but it came out in 1988, but I'm just glad I could get my hands on another Nakano Yumi work. I do appreciate their stuff a lot because they're quite simple horror stories, but I can practice my Japanese with them because it's not that crazy and it's got furigana, so that's good. But don't know too much about this. I will again link the website that I use that is kind of like a database for not all, but a lot of different Hibari, lemon comics type of manga. So some of them do appear, some of them don't. I don't think the Nakano Yumi ones appear, so that's why I was like, okay, I gotta pick these up because probably won't be able to look at the contents either way, like online. So once I do finish it, it will show up in a video sometime. Oh, that was a really cool panel there. Damn. Nice. So yeah, that was Chrysanthemum's Grudge, a Bitter Woman by Nakano Yumi. Can't wait to see what this is about. And then let's move on to, let's do this one. So this one is not a manga, it's a little art book. This one is, what's it called? So here's this, it's got a long name. Illustrations of the strange, mysterious, and bizarre for kids of the Showa era, our unknown worlds of the 1960s to 70s. So this is a bunko size, it's very small, but it's a reprint, so 30th Seigensha Art Publishing, so it wasn't that expensive at all. And it's a collection of all of these different illustrations and artworks from the 70s, pretty much like the occult boom that happened then. So in the synopsis, you'll see stuff like aliens, psychic powers, Nessie, mummies, King Kong, cannibals, the afterlife, some mermaids over here. But it is so crazy, and I'm not too annoyed by the bunko size because it was cheaper, and I don't really mind, at least for this type of art, to have like a smaller size. It would be cool to get a bigger size, but damn, this looks so good. Like the art from the 60s, 70s is so, like, you can tell it's from that era. It's so specific to that era. But I'm excited to go through this one by one. I don't think I know any of the artists then, but man, I really do love collecting books from the Showa era. I do have another one that was like focused on manga, but this one specifically on the weird and the bizarre. So yeah, it's not too bad. 1,500 yen for a pretty solid book, a lot of pages. I'm not sure if there is like a full version of this, as in like if there's a bigger version of this book, I might have to take a look at it, but I'm happy with this one for now. So yeah, really cool one. That's the only art book that we have for today. Next one, let's go through, I guess we'll go through Onijoji, yeah, this one, I guess. So Hanma Shinji, is this a Hanma Shinji one? No, I want to go through actually the baby one. Okay, let's go through the baby one here. So this one is called Don't Eat My Baby by Onijoji Ken, and this is my first book from them, put out in 1984, fourth printing in 1986. Nice. So Onijoji Ken is a name that I've heard before, but finally now I do have a book by them. And apparently the premise of this story is about a baby that moves to a new city, and at first everyone is kind around them because the main person, I think the mum, I think, is pregnant, but for some reason the residents of the building look the same. That's what the synopsis says. And one night, Mary, who is the main person character, wakes up to the sound of a baby, and she goes and investigates, and I guess chaos ensues from that. But I do love Onijoji Ken's art style. It's more rougher compared to some of the other manga in Hibari, but yeah, we'll give it a test run to see how their works are like. But I do love the cover, crazy cover. And here is the back illustration. So yeah, Onijoji Ken. And then let's go through this one. This one is by Ibara Miki, another name that I wanted to read for quite a while but didn't have any books, but now I finally do. This is called Kaidan Kuroneko, or Ghost Story Black Cat. This one was put out in 1988. And of course, I did know of Ibara Miki, but now I finally have a work from them to read. This one is apparently about a man who visits a classmate who is recovering from some sort of illness, and it's some sort of brain shrinking disease, and the classmate doesn't really have much time left, and that's all I know. So definitely will have something to do with cats. It's in the name. Already we can see some extremely violent deaths. So excited to read that. It doesn't seem too text heavy either, which I do love about these horror works from Hibari, Lemon Comics. They're not that text heavy. So it's a fun read, easy read. Just sit back and enjoy. Yeah, this is Ibara Miki. This was actually a bit more expensive compared to the other books. I don't know exactly why. Is maybe Ibara Miki more coveted? Because I know they've done quite a number of works. Same with Onijoji Ken. Nakano Yumi not as much, but I've seen works of theirs floating around. But yeah, maybe Ibara Miki was just more popular compared to the others. And then the last one is called Horror Bone Pond by mangaka named Hironaga Maki. And I think this is the first time I've heard of them. I've seen this work floating around before. I don't know what this one's about, but I guess the name Bone Pond is already showcasing a lot of what will happen. I don't see any ponds yet. We see spirits. Okay, we see a forest of sorts. It's another interesting work. This one came out, the fourth print of this came out in 1985, originally put out in 1982. So yeah, essentially all of these are from the 80s, pretty much. Excited to read this too. This looks a little bit more text heavy compared to the others, but looks sick either way. Love the cover too. And then here we've got a family tree, not tree, just a list of the characters. And yeah, so that was all the manga. And then the last book here, this is a picture book. So this is called Soっくり Sorani, so a Lookalike in the Sky by Nishioka Chiaki. So Nishioka Chiaki, if you don't know, is the artist and the sister in the Nishioka Kyodai sibling duo, who has done stuff like Child of God. This is a picture book by her, done fully in color, and the synopsis says something like it follows the story of two strangers that look completely alike that live in the same apartment, and then the story goes from there as the two of them are somehow connected to each other. Two characters who don't know each other, and there's like this well, this bottomless well that connects them. But I'm getting more and more. I do have a couple of Nishioka Kyodai picture books in my collection, and then one of another Nishioka Chiaki book that is more of like, it was an adaptation, visual adaptation of like some poems, which I have shown on the channel before. But yeah, another book by one of the Nishioka duo. So very excited for that. But yeah, that was today's horror haul. Very excited. And one thing I really love about Hibari Lemon Comics is well, not this one, the spines. The spines look great on a shelf. So good. It really does scream vintage horror. So if you're a big collector of Hibari Lemon Comics stuff, your shelves will look amazing because they all line up well, even though they have different fonts, different colors. From afar, they look really good. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this whole video of horror works. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.